Hello beautiful people, welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, karibu sana, and thank you for subscribing. First of all, from the last video we were at 205 people, and as of today, I think being the 21st, we are at 209 people. So shangwe gele gele. But I'm so happy to each and every person that has gotten to subscribe to this channel. Thank you for your feedback, thank you for your contributions and the pointers. I'm really grateful. And for the ongoing subscribers, thank you for sticking around. And you, if you've not subscribed, what are you waiting for? I want to give you a minute to subscribe. Yes, just 1 minute to subscribe. Hit on the subscribe button. Good job. And next to the subscribe button, there is a bell. Click on the notification bell. Good job. You will be notified every single time I get to upload new content. So like I told you, 2026, I am being consistent. Consistency is the key for me. And today I am... in this video, it's a video about unlearning, relearning, and just being basically able to debug some of the things that we learned growing up. So in this video, it is more about unlearning things that we learned growing up, all right? So my name is Salin Joroge. I'm a mental wellness facilitator, mental wellness coach, and I'm happy that we are working together in this journey. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Now, have you ever realized that some of the things you learned growing up don't literally work with the life that you're living? Have you? And so today we are talking about unlearning, because growth isn't always about adding more. Sometimes it's about letting go. So we go to the first point. Unlearning the pressure to have it all figured out. One thing I'm unlearning this year is the idea that I need to have everything figured out right now. And this is this is one thing that really bugs so many people, thinking that you'll be able to have everything figured out. Or maybe as at now, you look at your age, you're like, as at now, I should have everything figured out. Because this is some of the things that were instilled in us growing up. But that should not be the case. Learning it's a process. Learning is a process, and life is not a race. Get that? Life is not a race, it's a process. So thinking that you'll be able to have everything figured out by now should be something that you really need to unlearn. And pretending we're certain when we're not, that can be very exhausting. Talking from a place where I'm a firstborn, and sometimes as firstborns, we tend to want to have solutions for everything. We think that we really want to have solutions for everything, and that we really want to have everything figured out. You carry all that pressure from the family, from friends, and thinking that you're going to have it in perfection. But let's unlearn this. You don't have to learn everything at a go. You don't have to have everything figured out at a go. Life is a process. If you take things a step at a time, you find that you'll be able to deal and tackle with one thing at a time, and you get to deal with one thing to the end, all right? So, growth feels better when you allow yourself to be a work in progress. Do not allow yourself, or do not let yourself feel as if you're going to carry the pressure of the world on your back. No. Growth is allowing yourself to be a work in progress. You're not perfect. You're not a robot, you're a human being. So taking life a step at a time and it as a process, you'll be able to find that at the end of it all, as you do an audit of the things that you really want to do, you'll find that you're able to achieve more rather than dealing with 100 things at a go. Point number 2. Unlearning comparison. Another thing personally I'm unlearning is comparison, comparing myself to people. I know there are peers who are ahead of me. That I'm 100% sure. You find even in my friends circle, there are those who are probably married, those who are driving, those who have built, and at times it hurts. At times you find that you compare yourself so much. You compare yourself even with the lives people live on social media. You compare yourself so much because you think they're ahead of you. You see they're ahead of you. So you're like, quote unquote, I have a friend of mine who drives, and I'm like, yeah, I don't have a job, or maybe I'm not settled, I'm not married, I don't have kids or something. And I end up comparing myself. There's some of the things that end up us having mental health issues because of comparing ourselves with people. You are not them. You have your own journey and your own life that you're leading. And I like one thing that my dad always tells me. Do not feel bad when people go ahead of you. Let them go. Because God is allowing them to progress ahead of you because they're going to create a cheering squad for you so that when you progress and when you get to that place where God is elevating you and taking you through from one step to another, they will be your cheering squad. You need cheering squads as you progress in life. So do not feel bad and stop comparing yourselves with people who are ahead of you. And once, for example, when you see these social media people and the people on the internet and you see them living their lavish lifestyles, you think that they have made it. You just see the end product. You do not see behind the scenes. If these people are able to sit down and show you their behind the scenes, their story is different. So I think going forward in 2026, do not compare yourself with anyone. Just let your journey, let your life journey be a process. Take it a step at a time and being consistent with yourself. Stay consistent in the things that you want to do. Is it content creation? Like me, I told you that I'm being consistent and that's what I'm doing, a step at a time. So as you become consistent with the things that you're doing, you'll notice that you're making progress. And you being consistent and taking steps at a time, it's not being late. It is you taking a hold of your life, all right? Point number 3, unlearning the need to please everyone. I am saying this as a recovering people's pleaser. Because as a people pleaser, you just really want to please people. You just want to say yes to everyone. But at times, saying no is okay. And I remember there's one time I was going through therapy last year. Even a therapist needs therapy. So I was going through therapy last year. And the major point that my therapist brought up was, I have a problem in saying no. And it is also a problem, it's also something that was brought up by a few people who are in my circle, that I don't say no. I would rather break my back for people, but when it comes to me, you find that nothing like that happens. So, and it ended up me having to deal with some issues and some things that I dealt with, but learning to say no, it's a challenge, but I've realized that it is one of the best things. I remember one of the assignments my therapist gave me was a whole month of saying no to people, of just trying to say no to something that I know, yes, I can do, or in a gap where I know I can fit in, but I say no. And let me tell you, boy, it was hard. It was really hard saying no. But thinking about it and just thinking about how things have been, I can say that saying no has been, not to everything, but saying no has been one of the best things that I can say I have done this year, from first till now. I can say these are one of the best decisions I've taken this year. I am unlearning the idea that I need to be everything to everyone. I cannot be everything to everyone. But there are places where I know that I am able to help out or I'm able to step in. Your peace of mind and sanity is very important. Your peace of mind and being able to be in yourself is very important. You cannot be everything to everyone. Some people will understand you, some people won't, but it is very okay. It is okay to stand on your ground. It is okay to cut off people. Yes, and I'm telling you this, it is very okay to cut off people. Yes, they will have words to say. They will talk at the back of their mind. They will say things. They will talk and talk and talk. Wataanza kusema, oh, ameanza maringo, but it is very okay. It is very okay. Growth requires boundaries, and boundaries are not rejection. They are clarity. Again, growth requires boundaries, and boundaries are not rejection. They are clarity. So, as you unlearn being a people's pleaser, or as you unlearn pleasing everyone, remember, as you continue to grow and go to the next step, you need boundaries. You need boundaries, and healthy boundaries. It's not that you're rejecting people, no. You're just setting boundaries so that they'll be able to see the clarity or the direction you're heading to. Okay, I hope you're together until there. Now, if I can ask you this question, what are those things that you're unlearning in 2026? Probably the things that you did in the previous years, but this year you've decided, you know what, I am going to unlearn them. So, what are those things that you're unlearning? You don't have to write them on the comment section, but you can write them down somewhere. What are those things that you're willing to unlearn? Or what are those things you're willing to let go in 2026? I don't know if you've heard something about energy harvesting from people. Like, you can be around people and your energy is harvested. Safeguard yourself. Safeguard your mind. Safeguard your heart. And that is by creating healthy boundaries. Now, this year for me is about being intentional. This year for me is about choosing me. Is about intentional living. Is about choosing what adds value and releasing what doesn't. And for me to get to that place, I realized that I've been carrying so much to a point I got to self-pity. All right, I've been carrying so much to a point it got to self-pity. If things didn't go the way they were supposed to do, I'd feel bad. But I chose 2026 to be very intentional with myself, being intentional with my time, being intentional with people around me, being intentional in my faith, being intentional with my family, and also being intentional in my relationship. So, for me, 2026 is about intentional living, choosing what adds value and releasing what doesn't. Like, just simple routines, honest conversation, and having room to breathe. Yes, having room to breathe. That's the energy we are going to go with through 2026. You do not have to please everyone. You do not have to please people. You do not have to. You really don't have to bring a million people in your circle. If you find there are people who are not intentional with you, it's okay to let them go. And if they decide to let you go, it is okay. I always tell people that if you see someone has cut you off, or for example, if you see someone is not talking to you, do not even bother them. Why? Because the appointed time for them to be in your life has come to an end. And God is not blind. He sees everything. So as they leave, He brings new people in your life, okay? Now, if this episode resonates with you, give it a like, a thumbs up, and comment. And if you enjoy these conversations, please subscribe and stay with us. I believe 2026 is an year where we are taking the steps to the right direction. Taking a steps where you know what, you're taking a hold of our lives, a hold of being intentional, a hold of everything that we hold dear. And that's also safeguarding your heart. I believe that as we go through the journey till the end of the year and we sit down to do an audit of the whole year, you will find out that there are strides you've made. Be intentional with your finances. Is it investing? Is it starting a business? Is it getting into a meaningful relationship? Is it starting content creation? Is it being in love with yourself? Do it. Just be intentional. Let's just do a rundown of the things that I am unlearning in 2026. 1, I am unlearning the pressure to have it all figured out. 2, I am unlearning comparison. 3, I am unlearning the need to please everyone. Those are things that personally I am doing. I choose to be intentional. I choose to walk with my head high. I choose to be intentional with everyone and everything around me. Okay? I believe that's all we have for today. Yes, I believe that's all we have for today. More episodes are going to come, more growth, more honesty, and more life. And if you've really loved this video, please give a thumbs up, subscribe, share this video to everyone, share this video to your friends, your family, take their phones and subscribe. Let's continue growing this channel. And I believe that as I grow, we are growing. Remember, I said we are accountable to each other. So as you are accountable, as I am accountable to you, you are also accountable to me. If I don't do a video, you have every right to ask me. If you don't push yourself to a better position, I will surely ask you, all right? That's all you have for today. I love you all. See you next time. Bye-bye.